What is up? What is up? Your girl is back with another video that I had to do real quick, literally to say that somebody is finna get the upper hand. Somebody is finna get the upper hand. We talking about the upper hand, my God, that even though it was looking like there was no way, hear me now, possible for it to happen, or possible for you to have a way out, possible for you to, my God, climb into the situation in the incline. It was looking like there was no entire way, but God was like, I was right there waiting for you to pull from a stream of heaven flow. I was waiting for you to, my God, take the faithful route. I was waiting for you, my God, to incline and do what didn't need to be done, so I could step in and do what needed to be done. God was saying at the same token that you were going to, my God, move in according to the obedience of how I orchestrated you to be, how I called and purposed you to be. Hear me now, like your name is written in heaven. Hear me though. And so as you start to incline your focus and your perspective towards the avenue of where I needed you to be, that is when the breakthrough of a blessing of a lifetime just happened, because your knowledge increased, because the avenue of where I'm sending you next increased. And so now you start to realize that when people start to talk to you in circles, baby, you got the answer with you, because you got the solution and you're barricaded in, my God, resolution. And so as you listen to the resolution over every detail, then you enter into the purpose of the promised land. And as you enter into the purpose of the promised land, every situation that looked like an obstacle against you starts to, my God, incline, and you get the upper hand. Hear me now, it starts to work for you. Hear me though. And so it don't look like you taking a route towards, my God, blaming the people or blaming the person or blaming the situation or blaming the circumstance. But see, then it starts to expose, my God, the same thing that was happening, that people was getting away with, that they was doing to other people. They ain't gonna be able to do it to you because you obey God. Hear me though, and you listen to him. Hear me though, and you heed to him. Hear me though, and you put him before you. Hear me though, and so when you humble yourself, hear me now, you're able to hear him. And I was talking to God not a little bit, but a lot of it earlier today, right, y'all? And I was telling him, like, God, I remember when all of the times had happened in my life, and it was seasons of my life that I kept having to get down low in order to increase at a speed that was looking like I was being catapulted. And he was like, daughter, what you really didn't understand what you was doing was you was humbling yourself before the king in honor. But see, as we are people, we have a tendency of not understanding that we need God until we fall down. Hear me though. But see, that's the systematic teaching of the world. The systematic teaching of the world, they want to let you, by God, have a way. Hear me now. When just like this is the system, this is what they did to my father. They did this to Christ. My God, they tried to kill him. Hear me now. It wasn't until he was gone, hear me though, that the darkness over the earth started to see that they messed up. Hear me now. And so it was because that thing got very dark. But see, that was when they realized that they actually needed the Messiah. Hear me though. But see, this is the catch. God is like, you got to get off the system that you was brought up in your upbringing on. Because when you get off the system that you were brought up on, then you, my God, inclining on the system that I intended for you to be on, which really, my God, is God's, hear me now, orchestrated, hear me now, plan. It's not really the system, but it's a plan. And so once you start to go into the category of alignment, the body's alignment, then now he's able to dwell in that place. He's able to let heaven come into that place. He's able to tell every naysaying poser that wants to tell you what you can't do and what you can't have and who you can't be. He wants to smack it down, put it down, hear me now, so much so that you're not even focusing on becoming the enemy. You're not focused on becoming a situation that hurt you or robbed you or pained you, or you're not focused on, my God, projecting out what you didn't get from a lack perspective. But my God, you're reaching heaven's momentum. You're reaching the understanding that I got a father who will fight for me. I got a way out of no way. I got a person, hear me now, Jesus, who walked, hear me now, as flesh and blood and reflection of my father. And so when I walk towards the roadmap of the narrow path, then now I get the increase of a narrow, my God, hear me now, circumstance happening for me, that, my God, that came from a broad path, hear me though, and still look like I landed on a narrow path. Hear me now, it's looking like a whole lot of maturity. It's looking like a whole lot of, hear me now, outcome and income, and hear me now, elevation. Hear me though. I'm trying to tell you, your girl just, I'm trying to tell you, we serve a God. I was on the phone with a God who breaks through, who break through the surface, who break down the system. Bow no more, confusion no more. It don't matter where the trouble was at, when you take on a circumstance in the right way through obedience, he says, I will give you the upper hand because I'm your necessary. And my God, that thing will have to pay you back 7 times fold. And so it starts to look like an outpour, an outstretched arm on your life. It starts to look like the report coming back positive to exactly what he told you to do and how he told you it was going to end. And the confirmation of everything that was negative end up being your footstool, and you get to run around. But guess what? You ain't got the headache. You ain't waste your time. You ain't did nothing, my God, that wasn't beneficial for you. Hear me though? And so everything that you didn't have to waste time on is now on your time. And baby, you got the upper hand because now you got the layout and you got the plan and you got the one who created it because you're in his hand. So I had to come and let y'all know. We got the promise keeper. We talk about Jesus. Keep it on. We talk about the Most High God. This is a season that you really gonna want to take notes, and you really gonna want to not, my God, put yourself first at this time and put him above you, because he is dropping things that change lives. I'm talking about how I see it. It's not even about the money, but he's dropping $1 million plans. Hear me out. He's dropping $1 billion plans where there's a company that, oh my God, $1 billion company that needs the ideas that he has dropped in your mind. But see, it wasn't never about the money with you. Hear me though. When you God's chosen one, it's in the identity of knowing that you've already accomplished the royal garment that he placed on you. It's like God dropping it down. And my God, just like he did Mordecai, and when everybody else had to witness his worthiness, but God already knew he was worthy when he put him there. But see, they kept wanting him to bow down the way that they wanted him to serve. But see, he knew who he belonged to. And it's the power in knowing who you belong to. It's the power in knowing who Jesus is. It's the power in knowing who you came from. When you stop looking at human race and looking like you came from your mama and your daddy, and you start partnering with Jesus, you start partnering with God, with your purpose identity, things ain't just gonna go down the way that they used to go down when you was partnering with the person. Okay, I love y'all. Bye.